Hello guys, and welcome to the first F1 2017 video on my channel. Now, I'm going to steer clear of the career mode videos for two reasons. One, the career mode I am doing, it's not just a bog standard career mode that you see everyone uploading at the moment. And I can't do the necessary steps to be able to continue that properly. So I figured I might as well just wait until that is possible, and then I'll continue it from there. And also, I don't want to do career mode because everyone else is uploading that, and I don't want to be just in the crowd. So what we're going to do, we are going to do the championships in F1 2017. So basically, there's a good amount of categories of different championships that you can do, and this is one of them. This is the F1 2017 Championship normal season F1 2017 cars. We qualified a beautiful P5 in our Renault. We are Nico Hulkenberg, and we get off to a shocking start. But we are going to continue with this as best as we can. But it's just something different. I don't want to do a career mode. It's just not worth it. So I figured, why not just do these championships and get them all out. We're going to go past Daniel Ricciardo coming into turn 2. We're going to go actually 3 abreast into turn 3. And that is actually a fantastic overtake. That is actually the thumbnail for this video because I liked it so much. But lap 2, almost on lap 3, you can see we're keeping up with Sebastian Vettel and Lewis Hamilton, but Kimi Räikkönen is leading the race, as I wouldn't say he's OP, he's just showing his true potential in the game. That's how I like to say it. But we are P4, that's not too bad considering we started P5, so we made a position. Valtteri Bottas has got past Daniel Ricciardo. Lewis Hamilton is now trying to look to get past Sebastian Vettel, so we are just going to catch up to these two cars as best as we can. Hamilton has actually got the move done, which was, I think he's done a fantastic job there. We're going to have a look at Sebastian Vettel, but we aren't going to make that move stick just for the pure fact we haven't got the downforce on this car. The downforce levels on each of these cars is ridiculous if you go from, say, a Red Bull to a McLaren, and then obviously a Ferrari to a Renault. So it's very, very odd, but we're going to make a bit of a mistake coming through the chicane. I'm actually going to hit the wall for good measure, which is going to give Valtteri Bottas a fantastic run on us. He's going to appear on our left. We're going to stick behind him as best we can. We're not going to try and go up his inside here because we do not want to ruin his race. And I don't want to ruin my race. But we're going to do whatever we can. We're going to play with the steering wheel as we do this. We're going to come into the pit lane. I think it was the same lap more or less. But anyway, we're going to change our tyres onto the super soft tyres. There goes Sebastian Vettel. We're looking for Lewis Hamilton, and we actually end up inside the 3-time world champion. So, I mean, me and Lewis Hamilton got a bit personal there, but I'm sure he wouldn't mind. We are in a Renault, he's in a Mercedes, so I'm sure he wouldn't care all that much. But we're going to come out the pit lane and try and see what we can do about Lewis Hamilton. He's actually gone out really slow out of the pit entry, but we're going to just cruise up to the back of him. Our DRS is active, which is going to help us just a little bit. His rear light is flashing, which means he's harvesting energy. So we're going to take that position, thank you very much. So that is a net, I want to say P4, because we don't know where Valtteri Bottas is going to come out. And there, speaking of the devil, he is ahead of us. But obviously he's going to have a real tight entry to the corner, and we're just going to be able to fly through. So we're going to try and go past him coming into turn 3. But we ain't got no DRS, so we're just going to have to make a ballsy move up the inside of the Finnish driver, which we're going to make. And we just about get the move done. So we are in a net P3 once everyone else has made their first pit stop and their only pit stop for the race. But look who we caught up to. We caught up to Jolyon Palmer. You can't even compare him to Pastor Maldonado, really, can you? He's just in a league of his own. But regardless of that, we're going to go up his inside, put one tyre on the grass, give him a little bit of a squeeze. And now I'd like to say he's going to hold up Hamilton and Bottas for us, but I mean, he's just not going to, is he? So we're going to cut on to the start of, I believe, lap 10 for us. Jolyon's in the pits, surprise, surprise. And yeah, we are in P3, Vettel just ahead of us. Only a couple of seconds, but I'm sure that that is going to increase massively over the next 6 laps. But we're not doing too bad. It's coming towards the end of the race, but we are starting to struggle really, really badly. I don't know why. Maybe we pushed too hard on the early set, but we're just going to go on the gravel, go on the grass, almost end up backwards, and we're just going to slide across the grass and act like that didn't happen. The only downside is Valtteri Bottas is going to be on our inside, and he's going to have DRS for the next 2 straights. So I don't think Hamilton's going to be able to get us, but Valtteri Bottas is ahead of us, which is an issue. So we're just going to try and take as wide a line as possible. Obviously we can't make him move into turn 1. He's a Mercedes, for crying out loud. We're in a Renault. but we're going to stick with him as best as we can, and you never know, if a dive bomb opportunity presents itself, we're going to take it, which is what we do. No contact as well, which I thought was very clean. He's still there, but we're going to go around his outside still because we're Nico Hulkenberg and we don't care. So that was a bit of a bad mistake from me. I mean, you know, it could have been worse. It could have been a lot worse. We could have actually ended up in the side pod of Valtteri Bottas. But there you go. Kimi Räikkönen wins the first round of this FIA F1 World Championship. So Kimi Räikkönen does win and takes the top step on the podium. Sebastian Vettel will take the second step on the podium. And it looks as if we can actually make it to the line. That we are going to take the third step on the podium. Bearing in mind, Valtteri Bottas is closing extremely fast. But we are going to take that third place and the first podium on F1 2017, so that's obviously fantastic. He actually got past us, which I think is pretty ironic. If we had one more lap, we could have been in trouble. But there is Maurizio Arriva-Bene, excited, happy as much as he can be. And then there's our race winner, Kimi Räikkönen, the 2007 F1 World Champion. He's going to be hard to beat this game. I reckon, place your bets now. I reckon he's going to win the championship in this specific championship. Obviously not in real life because he's got no hope in hell of regaining the points. But so that's one round down, 19 to go. I think it's kind of a bit daunting to think that it's essentially just like a career mode, except it's just this. But I mean, it's going to be interesting. I'm looking forward to, once this one's finished, to starting the other ones with the classic cars, all the other tracks, the reverse grids, like the specific circuits, like the city tracks, Americas, Japan, Asia, all that stuff. But anyway, the results will be on the screen now for the top 13. I hope you enjoyed this video. It's going to be, this series is going to be a lot more regular than a career mode was, because it's a lot less editing and it takes a lot less longer to be able to record everything and get everything done. But anyway, that's it for this, guys. I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.